This is a reminder, Class Connect sessions are recorded and distributed for learning purposes that are listed here. Be respectful, appropriate, and participate, but please don't share personal information during the class for your own security reasons. I know, I feel like the idea of black cats being quiet is probably a stereotype, which means not all of them fall into that, right, Hope? Ireland, yes, no problem. Just make sure you come back soon. Awesome. All right, so we are in the February 8th attendance ticket. I see lots of green checks. Want to make sure I get a few more, just letting me know you're able to open it, not having any issues. Awesome. Thank you for those extra green checks. Love it. All right, make sure you get that open. Password is in the chat box right underneath the link. Remember, it is not provided in the recording, so you do need to be coming to actual class to be able to complete that ticket for your attendance credit. All right, so we are on day 9 of quarter 3. Guess what, everyone? Next week, we are going to officially be in the double digits. Again, there's actually only 45 days of quarter number 3, so it goes by super quick. We're going to be in double digits next week, and it's just going to fly by. Today we are working on the Unit 2 game day, so as long as you participate fully in today's Kahoot game, you will get your 10 points for today, and when you log out from this class, you won't need to do anything else for today. There are 4 quarters, Parker. So this quarter, I believe, ends on April 10th, and then the next quarter ends at the beginning of June. Yeah, so April 12th to June or something. Yeah. Oh, gotcha, Israel. Yeah, black cats definitely have a lot of stereotypes associated with them as being unlucky, right? Okay, so sorry, as I was saying, make sure you participate in today's game. As long as you participate, you'll get your full 10 points today, and you will be able to log out, and you'll be done with my class for the day. However, if you don't participate in today, or if you're ever absent from a Kahoot game, you can complete the alternative assignment. You'll have to complete that in order to get your credit. Smiley faces if that makes sense. So it's definitely to your benefit to participate. The alternative assignment, you do have to get every question correct, and it won't let you pass it until you get every question correct. So that's why it's a little bit annoying, and I really recommend instead just come to class and do the game. Perfect. Okay, quick announcements. Remember, for the 1C lab, if you want to know what you got wrong or you want to correct your mistakes, make sure you email me, and I can get that all set up for you. Okay, Hope, go ahead and email me that, and I can double check what's going on with it, okay? Thanks for letting me know. Perfect. Okay. Star 360 again has been zeroed out. Make sure you do both reading and math. Remember, you just need to do your best on it. We don't penalize you if you don't get a great grade on it. You just need to get it completed. Keep in mind though, the better you do, the less live sessions that you have to go to, which we are adjusting your live session schedule in 1 week. So you definitely want to get it done before that 1 week, because if you don't get it done, then you will have to have the max amount of live sessions required for you, which is not fun. So don't do that. Remember, each test only takes about 20 minutes, so it's definitely to your benefit to do it. And remember, we do this every single quarter. So even if you did it last quarter, you still have to do it again this quarter to get that 10% of your grade in every class. Okay, here we are. This is our current grade breakdown. Take a look down here. Which grade is currently your largest grade in the entire course? Which grade here is your largest grade? This is currently based on the assignments we have. This is what your grades look like. Yes, the 1C lab. And how much of your grade is the 1C lab? Exactly, Taylor. Taylor is on it. Yes, it is 30% of your grade. Now think about this. If you don't do the lab, what is the max grade you could possibly have in class right now? If we don't do the lab, what is the max? No, not an F. You could have more than an F. Think about what's 100 minus 30. If we take away that 30%, what's the max grade we could possibly? Yeah, it's a 70%, right? Which is not great. And again, that's only if you got everything else done perfectly. If you did STAR, if you did all of these assignments, these 8 assignments perfectly, and if you've attended every class, which is oftentimes not a reality to do everything perfectly. So that means that your grade might be even lower than a 70% in the D area or even the F area. So we absolutely, absolutely have to get the lab done. It is the most important part of your grade currently. Okay, thumbs up if that makes sense. Thumbs down if you're confused about that. Again, the 1C lab, it's super not bad, right? I wouldn't say it's super easy, but it's still really not bad because the instructions do take you through everything. And if you want extra help, you can always come to support. Don't worry that it's late. You'll still get your full credit as long as you turn it in. Make sure you turn it in. Yeah, I actually love the labs. I think it's really cool to work with those virtual labs and try to see what you can do in the virtual lab. All right, so this is number 1 in your ticket. The answer for number 1 should be that your 1C lab is worth 30%. Go ahead, give me a green check when you have number 1 in your ticket saved. You have 30 seconds. Go, go, go. Again, the answer is right here, that the 1C lab is worth 30%. Here you go, Dorian, in the chat box. It's right underneath the link. Yes, we are playing Kahoot. We haven't started yet, but we will be doing that. I just always have to go through our announcements and start of class stuff. All right, keep going. 15 seconds, everyone. Looking good. Just waiting on a few more green checks. All right. Let's go ahead and get a green check. So Amir and Bradley, David, Dorian, Dree, Dylan, green checks, please. Edwin, Ethan, Matt, Misael, Nate, and Yusra, green checks. Let me know that you have number 1 saved in your ticket. Again, the answer is 30%. The 1C lab is worth 30%. Biggest grade, got to get it done. Just trying to give you many reminders that if you haven't gotten it done, make sure you get it done. Well, Ireland, is there still hope? Still hope for more siblings? Hi, Donnie. Good to see you. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, you know, in like 10 years, you can have your own kid, right? 10 years, though. 10 years. Awesome. All right, let's go ahead and check out what we're doing. So remember, we've talked all about Unit 2, which are talking about Newton's 3 laws of motions, right? The first law, object in motion stays in motion, or object at rest stays at rest unless there's an outside force that acts upon it. The second law, force equals mass times acceleration. Third law, equal and opposite reactions that are parallel to the original force, right? So every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So that's what we learned in this unit. We also talked a little bit about the definitions of acceleration and some different types of forces. So we are going to go ahead and review those in a Kahoot game today. So here we go. You need to go to the website kahoot.it. You can either go on your phone browser or on your computer browser. Either one works. So whichever one works better for you, go to that one. When you see this up on the board, okay, it will give you the game pin, and then it will also give you a pattern of buttons that you need to press. So first, make sure you enter the game pin. Okay, I'll give that to you in a moment. Don't ask me for it yet. I will give it to you in a moment. So you'll need to enter the game pin, and then you need to match the pattern on the screen. And the pattern changes every 7 seconds. So you do need to be quick about it. So you'll see the pattern up here, and you would also match that down here. So you would need to first press green, then yellow, then red, then blue. Smiley faces if that makes sense. Okay. Just want to make sure. I kind of updated these instructions because I know that was a little bit confusing for a couple people last class. Cool. Then please go ahead and enter your name. You're going to enter your first name and the initial of your last name. Yep, definitely, exactly. You can definitely do it on the phone. There is a Kahoot app as well, so if you guys want to download the Kahoot app at some point, that's also an option. Okay, so again, enter your first name and the initial of your last name. Please don't enter your full last name just because of security reasons, because this is being recorded. So just your first name, last initial. Again, if I do call you by a nickname, so for example, Donnie, right, you could put Donnie as your first name, okay? Please remember, you just need to do your best, okay? So I only, as long as you're participating in today's game, you get your full 10 points as long as you just participate, as long as you answer every question, okay? So if you don't know something, just do your best and guess, and you'll still get your full credit for today, okay? Don't not answer, though, because then it won't look like you're participating, and then you won't get your credit, okay? Again, this is why I recommend doing this, because remember, the alternative assignment, you actually have to get everything right, which is annoying, right? So today, just do your best. As long as you do your best and I see you're participating in every question, you will get your credit for today, your 10 points for today. Now, if you have any trouble with Kahoot being too slow, or you're having trouble logging in, or if you don't like the competition aspect, you can also play in a private chat. Just let me know right now and I can open up a private chat for you. Okay, thumbs up if that makes sense to everyone. I'm going to go ahead and get our Kahoot all set up for us so that we can go ahead and start playing that. Awesome. Thank you, everyone. Looking good. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and shoot this up on the whiteboard. Oh no, what are you doing? Okay, I'm sorry, guys. So, my thing is not letting me share. Okay, so here's what we're going to do, okay? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to actually move the webcam over to here. So here's what you guys can do. You can actually take this, here, do you guys see how your your audio video box up here? You can actually click and hold on that and you can actually drag it over to the center. Okay, and then if you hover over the corner, you can actually make this much larger. Okay, does that make sense to everyone? Okay, because I'm gonna show you the Kahoot through the webcam because my screen sharing is not letting me it's not allowing me to do that. Okay, does that make sense to everyone? Again, take the audio video box off the panel and then go to a corner and make it much larger. Okay? All right, cool. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and jump this up on the whiteboard for all of us. So again, hope just grab the gray bar right here at the very top, this gray bar. Okay, click on that gray bar and then you should be able to drag it off. Okay, just the very top of the box. Perfect. Okay, looking good. All right, so let me go ahead. I'm going to jump up here with our Kahoot. Sorry, I'm going to actually put this back over here so I can see it. Looking good. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and press play here. I'm sorry, guys. I know this is a really inconvenient way to play, but we will make sense of it. Don't worry. All right, let me make sure everything's good. All right, here we go. Let's play. Awesome. Looking good. All right, here is our pin. Oops, sorry. Sorry, guys. 1 second. All right, here is our pin. It is 212882. And then here's your pattern right now. Yellow, red, blue, green. Yellow, red, blue, green. Yellow, red, blue, green. Okay, changed. Yellow, blue, red, green. New, red, blue, green, yellow. Green, yellow, red, blue. Yellow, red, green, blue. Awesome, I got 16 players so far. Again, first name and last initial. Just need those last initials because sometimes there are other students who have the same initials as you. Looking good. Hard to do. Yeah, I know, it changes so quickly, right? All right, green, yellow, red, blue. Yeah, you gotta be super quick about it. I'm gonna try to see if I can find something to put this camera on so I don't have to hold it the entire time. I get so mad at Blackboard when it doesn't let me screen share. Makes everything so inconvenient. Looking good. I have about 33 of you, so I should have about 30 players, so let's go. Green, blue, yellow, red. Again, if you don't participate today, you do have to do the alternative assignment, which you will be required to get every question right on the alternative assignment, which is super annoying. So make sure you play today. Red, yellow, blue, green. Sorry. Yellow, blue, green, red, green. Yellow, blue, red, green. All right, we're going to get it started in about 10 seconds. Looking good. The instructions will still be at the bottom. But let's go ahead and get it done right now. That way we don't have to worry about that. Looking good, looking good. All right, everybody, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Let me go ahead and set up our video here so it looks good here. All right, what is the difference between velocity and speed? Velocity and speed. Speed is measured in meters per second, but not for velocity. Direction matters for speed, but not for velocity. Velocity is measured in meters per second, but not for speed. Direction matters for velocity, but not for speed. Sorry, what's the difference between velocity and speed? Velocity and speed. Sorry, I'm trying to make it so you can see the entire screen. Please be patient. I know, this first one is hard. This first one is the hard one. The rest of them aren't as hard as this first question. Awesome, yes. So this one was kind of difficult. Yes, direction matters for velocity, but not for speed. Okay, direction matters for velocity, but not for speed, okay? So keep in mind, velocity and speed, they do seem like similar things, but for velocity, the positives and negatives do matter. Positives and negatives do matter. I know, I'll try to go ahead and read it to you so that you can still see it, okay? Again, I apologize. Please work with me, everyone. Again, just do your best. Just do your best. As long as you participate, you'll get your credit. Cool, all right. Matt, Martina, Razi, Shoshana, and Israel on the board. Patterns down here at the bottom, so I'll tell you it in a moment. Bradley, hold on. Yellow, red, green, blue. Yellow, red, green, blue. That's what it is right now. All right, does this make sense, everyone? Let's go over this. All right, so again, speed is how fast an object changes position. We measure that distance per time. But velocity is both speed and direction. So we can have positive 3 meters per second to the right or negative 3 meters per second to the left. Let me know if that makes sense. Misael, yellow, green, blue, red. Yellow, green, blue, red. Awesome, everyone. Perfect. All right, let's keep on going. Positive acceleration means velocity is 0 meters per second, velocity increases, velocity stays the same, or velocity decreases. Oh, sorry guys, let me change that. Yeah, you don't get points for the sense questions, so it does look like I accidentally marked one of them as incorrect. Sorry. Don't worry about it though, you don't get points for those. So just let me know honestly. All right, yes, positive acceleration actually means velocity increases. Think about the idea that acceleration means any change in velocity. So if it's a positive change, then it would mean that velocity must be increasing. Smiley faces if that makes sense. Nete, I'm going to go ahead and open up a private chat for you. Okay, so you can play in the private chat. All right, awesome, looking good. Make sure you play there though so that you still get your credit, okay? Awesome. Okay, Martina, Rozzy, Matt, Josiah, and Hope on the leaderboard. Here we go. Does this make sense? Okay, so positive acceleration means increasing velocity, getting faster. Negative means decreasing velocity, getting slower. And zero acceleration would mean unchanging velocity. Your motion stays the same. All right, let me know if that makes sense. Red, yes. Blue, not quite yet. Yellow, it's starting to. You will. Misael, just try to participate in all of the questions that you can, and as long as you get most of them, I'll give you your 10 points for today. It's okay if you accidentally missed a few because you started a little bit later. That's totally fine. Cool. All right, let's keep going. What are the units for acceleration? Units for acceleration. Red, newtons. Blue, meters per second squared. Yellow, seconds. Green, meters per second. Nate, make sure that you answer me in the private chat. I haven't seen your answer yet, and that's the only way you can get credit. So go ahead, open up that private chat. Misael, do you want to play in a private chat? Because I need to open one for you then. Okay, yep, let me open that up for you. Here we go, we're in the private chat. Okay, awesome, Ireland. Good, good, good. Yes, it's actually meters per second squared. Keep in mind acceleration has that extra second, so it's actually meters per second squared. All right, Rozzy, Martina, Ireland, Ashton, Israel on the board. Andrea is the highest climber, up 12 spaces. Oh my gosh, does this make sense, everyone? So acceleration is actually velocity divided by time, and the units for velocity are already meters per second. And time is seconds, so that actually adds another second onto acceleration. So the units are actually meters per second squared. Let me know if that's starting to make sense. If you understand it, awesome. Thank you, Nate. Thank you. Yep, no worries, Justin. Again, these ones don't count as points, so you don't need to worry about these ones. Just it's for me to review to make sure that everybody understands it. So don't worry. Cool. All right. Looking good. Looking good. All right. Which force occurs when a surface resists the motion of an object? When a surface resists motion of an object, is it red fluid, blue elastic, yellow friction? Which is the force where a surface resists the motion of an object? Awesome. Misael, I see yours. Nete, make sure I get yours. What do what say? Awesome. Yes, this is actually going to be friction. All right, so if you think about surfaces resisting the motion of an object, that is what we call friction. All right, let's go ahead, keep on going here. Rozzy, Martina, Ashton, Ireland, Israel on the board. 3 players on a new answer streak. Which force acts between all objects based on their mass? Red, intermolecular, blue, gravity, yellow, electromagnetic, green, strong nuclear. I forgot what that color was for a moment. Looking good. Which acts on objects based on mass, based on their mass? Awesome, Misael, I see yours. Nate, make sure I see yours. Yes, sorry, I was trying to also edit the questions at the same time. No worries. Thanks for letting me know. Yes, this one is actually going to be gravity. All right, so all objects exert some sort of gravity based on their mass, but remember, bigger objects definitely exert more. Smiley faces if that makes sense. So you and I actually have our own gravitational fields. It's just that we have very small gravitational fields because we're very tiny compared to the Earth or the moon. Okay? Awesome. Looking good. All right. Let's see here. Oh, sorry, Taylor. I'll try to make sure everything on the screen is visible. Looking good. All right. I see Rosie, Martina, Ashton, and Ireland, and Hope on the board. 3 more players on an answer streak. Does this make sense, everyone? Here we go. So fluid forces are like air or water pushing you. Friction is resisting motion. Elastic is rubber bands returning to their original shape. Gravity is based on mass, always attractive. And electromagnetic is between 2 moving charged particles. Let me know if that makes sense. Again, don't worry, guys, if you accidentally put the wrong thing here. You still get credit for it. So don't worry. As long as you answer it, you're good. Looking good. All right, let's keep on going. Newton's first law. Newton's first law states, every force has an equal and opposite force. That's red. Blue, an object at rest will spontaneously begin moving. Yellow, an object in motion stays in motion with the same velocity. Green, F equals m times a. Which one is Newton's first law, the very first law that we learned? Very first law. Was it equal and opposite? Object at rest will spontaneously begin moving. Object in motion stays in motion. Or F equals ma. Awesome, Miss A, I see your answer. Nate, I still haven't seen any of your answers. I saw one, actually. But I do need you responding in the chat box if you want your credit for today. Yes, this one is an object in motion stays in motion with the same velocity. Or you could also say an object at rest will stay at rest. All right, so blue would not be correct because this one says it would spontaneously begin moving, and that is not correct. I know it's kind of hard to remember because it's just Newton's 1, 2, 3, right? I know, it's not super easy to remember. All right, Rosie, Martina, Ashton, Ireland, and Hope on the board. 4 players on an answer streak. Does this make sense, everyone? Here we go. So Newton's first law, object in motion stays in motion unless acted upon by an outside force. Object at rest stays at rest unless acted upon by an outside force. Let's make sure that makes sense. Red, not quite yet. Yellow, it's starting to. Sorry, blue, it's starting to. Yellow, yes. Awesome, Miss Hale. I think I see your answer. Thank you. 5 seconds. Get your answers to me. Make sure you're participating in every question. Awesome. All right. What force is needed to make a 3 kilogram object accelerate 5 meters per second? Remember, F equals m times a. So which one would make a 3 kilogram object accelerate 5 meters per second? F equals mass times acceleration. 2 newtons, 0.6 newtons, 8 newtons, or 15 newtons? Awesome, Miss A, I see your answer. Red 2, blue 0.6, yellow 8, green 15. All newtons. Again, mass times acceleration. Yes, the correct answer here is 15 newtons. Take a look up here. 3 kilograms, what is that showing? Is that my mass or my acceleration? Is 3 kilograms my mass or my acceleration? Yes, 3 kilograms is your mass, so you would plug that in for m. And 5 meters per second, sorry, this should say 5 meters per second squared. What is that? Is that our force or our acceleration? 5 meters per second squared. What would that be? That would be our acceleration, right? So that would be plugged in for a. So if you have 3 plugged in for m and 5 plugged in for a, you then multiply that together. And 3 times 5 equals? What does 3 times 5 equal? Tell me in the chat box. Yes, it equals 15. Exactly. Thumbs up if that makes a little bit more sense here. Thumbs up if that makes a little bit more sense. I know that was some quick mental math that you had to do. Excellent. All right, Martina, Rosie, Ashton, Justin, Ireland. Oh no, combo breaker. That was a tough one. Some people just lost their answer streak. That's okay. Keep participating. Does this make sense, everyone? Take a look up here. So, 3 kilograms was our mass. 5 meters per second squared was our acceleration. Multiply the 2 together, get 15 newtons. Red, not quite yet. Blue, yes. Yellow, it's starting to. Awesome. Thank you, Miss Sale. Perfect. All right. Oh no, Ireland, 5 in a row. All right, Martina's on fire, streaking ahead here. Rosie, Ashton, Justin, Ireland, still on the board here. Israel, the pin is 212882. And the pattern, oh sorry, you can't see the pattern right now. Hold on, let me see. All All right, the pattern is right here at the bottom, so you can see that those 4 colored buttons here at the very bottom of your video. Awesome. Okay, which of the following has the most momentum if they're all moving the same speed? Most momentum: bowling ball, tennis ball, golf ball, basketball. Remember, this was like Toad versus Donkey Kong, or Toad versus Bowser. Guess we did Toad versus Bowser. Who had more momentum? Think about that, and that should help you with this one. Which of the following has the most momentum if they're at the same speed? Red bowling ball, blue tennis ball, yellow golf ball, green basketball. I know, Martina is on fire. Yes, the bowling ball has the most momentum. And why does the bowling ball have the most momentum? Tell me in the chat box, why does the bowling ball have the most momentum? Yes, it has the most mass. Remember, the more mass you have, the more momentum you have, because it's more difficult to stop you. Yep, the bigger, the heavier, the more difficult you are to stop, which is what momentum is. How difficult it is to stop you. Excellent. All right, let's keep going. Martina, Rozzy, Justin, Ashton, Hope on the board. Oh no, Ireland. Oh, bummer, Ashton. Let's make sure this makes sense. I know, we always doubt ourselves at the last second. To change a moving object's direction, we must overcome momentum. Momentum is how difficult it is to change motion, so more mass, more momentum, more difficult. Red, yes. Blue, not quite yet. Yellow, it's starting to. No worries, Miss Sale. Yes, Ireland, what's up? 5 seconds. All right. Here we go. If you jump off a boat to the right, the boat will move to the backwards, left, right, forwards. What's it called when the smaller thing is faster? It has less momentum. So a smaller item would have less momentum because it would be easier to stop. Does that make sense, Ireland? Is that answering your question? Okay, awesome. Thank you, Miss Hale. I see your answer. 5 seconds. Yes, if you jump off the right, the boat is going to move the opposite direction, and the opposite of right is to the left. Thumbs up if that makes sense. Opposite of right is to the left. Looking good. All right, here we go. Martina, Rozzy, Justin, Ashton, Hope on our board. Does this make sense? Let's go. So every force has an opposing force in the opposite direction, the parallel opposite direction. Red, yes. Blue, it's starting to. Yellow, not quite yet. So remember, you move one direction, something else is going to move the other direction. Looking good. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Awesome. Looking good. All right. Here we go. Here are our results. Give our players here a round of applause. Way to go, Rozzy, Martina, and Justin. You got up on the leaderboard here on the podium. I'm going to go ahead and save these results. And then I'm going to move this back over here. Thank you for bearing with me with my computer issues. That always happens every once in a while, so I know it's super annoying. But you guys still did awesome today. Let me save your results really quickly. Oh, what day is today? Today is 2/8/19, right? And you are last names N through Z. Awesome. All right, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and jump back over here. All right, you can go ahead and move your video back over to the panel so that you can see the whiteboard. All right, so go ahead and move that back over. Let's see here. So quick reminder that if you did not participate, which I don't know why you would not participate, but I know some people weren't logged into the game. So if you did not participate, you will have to complete the alternative assignment. So you'll see at 2 o'clock, if you didn't participate, you'll have a 0 on this, you'll have 0 points, and you'll need to do the alternative assignment. That being said, if you know that you participated and I don't give you the correct amount of points, it might just be that Kahoot was not working correctly, did not compile the report correctly. So I'll know whether or not you were participating based on your points and everything. So make sure email me if I make a mistake on your Kahoot points, okay? Any questions about that? Let me know if we're good with that. Green checks if we're good, red X's if we're confused. David, again, as long as you participate, you get your full 10 points. Doesn't matter if you're right or wrong, you just got to do your best. Okay, so as long as you're participating, you're all set. I don't penalize for wrong answers because it's a review game and we're trying to learn together. Perfect. Good questions. All right. Awesome, everyone. So here we go. Here's your last word. Thanks so much, and I will see you all later. If you need your ticket again, here it is. Have a wonderful day. Bye, everyone. If you missed anything, it will be in the recording, but I got to go to my next class, so please log out. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye, Arrow. Have a great day.